here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
All right, a lot to cover. Let's first start with live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. We've had some scattered showers move through right now, but the real generous area of rain and thunder is still off to our west and south, and this is the wider view. And what has me concerned is this very narrow line of pretty powerful thunderstorms that have passed through New York City and Long Island, New York. Well, let's first start locally. You can see a few isolated showers coming through the area right now, but the real generous rains are off to our west. And right down here from roughly Bridgeport, Connecticut, just came through New York City and out towards Long Island, New York. Probably one of the strongest lines of thunderstorms I've seen all summer long come through New York and Long Island. Widespread wind damage, large hail prompted the Weather Service to issue a tornado warning for the Bronx. Now, this is all tracking off to the east and northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So if this line holds together by around 8 o'clock in the evening, potential for these storms to be coming through. Of course, we hope that they weaken in that 50-mile or 60-mile trek that they have to make, but there's the potential for them to hold together. And while we do have some damaging wind in the forecast in some of these thunderstorms this evening and during the overnight hours. Let's first take a look at some of the advisories that are in effect. A high wind advisory in effect this evening and overnight, winds gusting over 50 miles per hour and some isolated strong thunderstorms. Not everybody will see those wind gusts, but the shower and thunder likely the strongest winds from early evening until about 5 o'clock in the morning, and the potential for gusts over 50. Now, those storms in New York City had wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour in a very localized small area. Downtown Providence had a couple of sporadic showers, but the real rain is yet to arrive. Temperature at 66 right now on a south breeze at 8. Most areas now are in the 60s. As we widen out the view, you can see that line of rain and thunder associated with a strong cold front approaching the area. Lightning tracker has been very active off to our south and west, and while we'll keep thunder in the forecast for this evening, downpours and the potential for isolated damaging wind. It's not the kind of situation where everybody's going to get it. It's very localized. Temperatures will stay in the 60s all night long. Late at night while we're sleeping, rain and thunder, upper 60s, so a warm night, not nearly as chilly as last night. A leftover shower early tomorrow morning and then drying out. Temperatures starting off in the 70s, mid-70s by tomorrow afternoon with some partial sunshine coming through the cloud cover. We're thinking around 74 by 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Here it is in more detail for your Friday with slow clearing, mild and dry. Temperatures somewhere between 70 and 75. Some rays of sun coming through the cloud cover. Same situation out across southeastern Massachusetts. Bay forecast has the wind west tomorrow, turning northeast at 10 and 20. May gust up to 25 knots in the afternoon. Good news with both Igor and Julia. Both storms expected to stay out at sea. However, they have prompted a high surf advisory, which begins 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow until further notice. Even though these storms are far out at sea, the waves they generate can reach the coastline, so heavy surf and rip currents are likely area beaches for the next couple of days. Nice weekend ahead. Sunshine Saturday, partly sunny, warmer on Sunday with a temperature running at 76. Just called my brother in New York City. He said the most vicious line of storms he's seen come through in quite some time. I'm going to watch it very closely around 8 or 9 o'clock this evening if they hold together.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Tony.